Hello, this is Jordan bringing you this week's patient update. I wanted to wish everybody viewing a happy holiday season, or owliday season as we have been starting to call it here. And in the spirit of that, I thought we could cover our two owl patients this week, so let's get started. Horned owl 25182 came to us from Idaho Falls, Idaho in early November, presenting with a fractured proximal right ulna. Here's an image of the fractured ulna when the patient was first admitted, and here's the bone 5 weeks later after it has had time in a wing wrap to begin forming a callus that helps to stabilize the break. Over these past couple of weeks, the bird has progressed from our ICU to a small patient care unit with ground perching to start, then from a highly secure figure 8 wrap to a cloth wrap that allows for a small amount of movement. Earlier this week, the bird's wrap was removed as the fracture was finally deemed stable enough to do so, and the bird was given some higher perching to begin very small flights. Having incorporated physical therapy into the last few weeks of this bird's treatment, the patient's range of motion is looking really good. We will aim to move this patient into a larger room with some higher perching to begin some very early flight conditioning over this next week or so. Great horned owl 25188 came to us from Rigby, Idaho last week, presenting with both head and eye trauma and emaciation. This patient is also hypothermic, which is a result of emaciation. This is a pretty critical combination of diagnoses, which means that we have to proceed carefully with treatment and what we select to treat first. Our first priority with this patient was getting their temperature up because it was dangerously low. We've been providing heat support, warm fluids, and oxygen support, as well as a very slow reintroduction to food. For the bird's head and eye trauma, we have offered supportive care including fluids, pain management, anti-inflammatories, and medicated eye drops so far. Because of our low patient load, I thought we would have time today for a small overview on how emaciation works and our treatment for emaciated raptors. Emaciation essentially means that a body has been without food for so long it is in a hypometabolic state, meaning metabolism is very, very slowed. After breaking down fat reserves, the body instead starts to break down other energy reserves like lipids and muscle. While you want the animal to begin regaining weight as soon as possible, offering too much food right away can cause a potentially fatal ailment called refeeding syndrome. In this state, insulin secretion is very sensitive to increases in glucose, so providing lots of food would essentially spark a surge of insulin production. Insulin surges and the subsequent hypoglycemia, or low concentration of glucose, can lead to electrolyte imbalances, seizures, and even death. The way that we treat this is by first offering the patient therapeutic hydration, which aids in the first feedings being less shocking to their system, and then we offer multiple small feedings throughout the day and gradually increase the size of those feedings each day until the patient can reach a normal diet. And that is all for this week's patient update. Thank you for joining us. Remember, if you would like to do your part in keeping wild birds wild, then you can click the link in the description below to donate or visit our website directly. Thank you. Happy holidays.